Welcome into NBA Now. I am Harrison Graham from Chat Sports, and on today's show, I'm going to react to ESPN's latest NBA mock draft. The NBA draft is closing in, folks, June 22nd, so less than a month away, less than 3 weeks away, just about here. So we're going to break down this mock. We'll kind of just go pick by pick here. Number one overall pick, no surprise. If there is a single mock draft that doesn't have Victor Wembanyama going to the Spurs number one overall, send me his name. He might have to be on the FBI's most wanted list. Number two overall, Brandon Miller. This is when the draft really starts. The forward out of Alabama. Is it Brandon Miller? Is it Scoot Henderson? A lot of the chatter is leaning Miller because the Hornets already have LaMelo Ball, but we'll have to wait and see how that plays out. Number three overall pick, Scoot Henderson. Again, if it's not Miller, it's going to be Scoot. So they're going to go 2-3 out of the G League Ignite. This NBA draft is a top three heavy draft, and then things really get interesting starting with that fourth selection. But the big debate right now is who goes number two? Who should go number two? If you think it's Brandon Miller out of Alabama, type BM. If you think it's Scoot Henderson out of the G League Ignite, type SH. Let us know what you guys think. Who is the number two overall pick? Number four overall, the first of the Thompson brothers out of the Overtime Elite. It's Thompson, who needs development offensively, but has good two-way skills and could turn into a nice player for the Houston Rockets. Detroit Pistons get Cam Whitmore, whose stock has been rising, two-way player out of Villanova, really good defender, has a good offensive skill set, smooth three-point shot, and should only get better. Ausar Thompson, the brother of Thompson out of the Overtime Elite. These guys should both go in the top 10. They might both go top 5. He lands with the Orlando Magic with the 6th selection. Jarace Walker out of the University of Houston, kind of a small lineup 5. That's what a lot of draft experts think his best role is, small ball 5. He could also play some 4 as well. His stock has been rising. He lands with Indiana. Anthony Black, number 8 overall pick out of Arkansas, arguably the best perimeter defender in this draft, has some offensive skills as well. Needs to improve on that jump shot, but he's young enough. That should come with time. Number 9 overall pick to the Utah Jazz, Dalen Hood-Schifino, the guard out of Indiana. He goes to the Jazz. As I like the little nucleus that Utah's building here. I think that rebuild could get kind of fast-tracked here. Taylor Hendricks, a player who has been mocked more than any other to the Dallas Mavericks, the forward out of UCF. Really good defender, physical player, can shoot the 3 ball as well. Plug-and-play 3-and-D player in the NBA. Now, a lot of chatter around the Dallas Mavericks and that number 10 pick. Will they keep it? Will they trade it for a player? What do you guys think? Will the Dallas Mavericks keep or trade the number 10 pick? Type T for trade or take K for keep. Predict it for us in the comments. Grady Dick goes number 11 to Orlando, the wing out of Kansas, one of the best pure shooters in this class, shot 40% from three-point range in college. Nick Smith Jr., the other Arkansas Razorback that should go in the lottery, he lands with the Oklahoma City Thunder, which is kind of an interesting fit considering they already have SGA and Josh Giddey. Maybe they view him as like a super six-man type, so I find that fascinating. Jordan Hawkins, the guard out of UConn, his stock has been rising as well. Don't be surprised if he lands in the lottery as he's got skills both offensively and defensively. He lands with the Toronto Raptors. Derek Lively, the second, the center out of Duke, wraps up the lottery portion of this mock as he goes to the New Orleans Pelicans. Keontae George, who I think is one of the most polarizing prospects in this draft. I think in 3 years, we're going to look back and he's either going to be a top 5 player from this draft or a borderline unplayable player. Like, his basketball IQ needs a lot of improvement, but he's a freaky athlete, has the skills to be a 3-level scorer, has to improve the shot selection, and has to lower the turnovers at the NBA level. He might need a year of development, but he's got the skill set to be really, really good. Now, we will be live for every single pick of this year's NBA draft, not just the first round. We'll be live for round 2 as well. A lot of channels, companies, they'll kind of mail it in after round 1. Not us. We will be live for every single selection, so subscribe. Plenty of draft coverage between now and then, and of course, on Thursday, June 22nd, we'll be live for the entire 2023 NBA draft. Kobe Buffkin, the guard out of Michigan, he's been moving up draft boards as well. Pretty good scorer. Curious to see where he goes. In this mock, he lands with the Utah Jazz. Cason Wallace, the guard out of Kentucky. It's not an NBA draft without a Kentucky player going round 1. He lands with the Lakers at the 17th selection. Jeff Howard, the wing out of Michigan, he goes to the Miami Heat. He obviously focused on the finals, but they've got a top 20 pick that they're going to have to make as well. Rand Rupert out of the New Zealand Breakers, probably the top Australian developmental league that is out there. He lands with Golden State in the top 20 here. And then the Rockets, once again, here at 20. They get Noah Clowney, the other Alabama player who I actually really like. I think he's going to be a good pro. Brandon Miller, obviously, getting all the focus there. But Clowney is a player that should play well at the NBA level also. If you want to go bet on the NBA Finals or go, do some NBA draft prop bets, who's going to go number 2, etc., BetUS is the place to do it. Chatsports.com/bet. Promo code chat125. Put down $100. They're going to give you an additional $125 for free. Go make some money. And hey, go find some value with the Miami Heat. They're big underdogs for a reason. Nuggets minus 410 to win the NBA Finals. The Miami Heat plus 330. So your better values with the Heat. But if you're super confident in the Nuggets, go put some big money down to make some money today. Chatsports.com/bet. Promo code chat125. Bilal Coulibaly, also a teammate of Victor Wembanyama, the wing out of the Metropolitan 92s. He goes to the Brooklyn Nets here. They have back-to-back picks. I'll be curious to see if they actually make both these selections. Maybe they package them to move up. Leonard Miller, the forward out of the G League Ignite, also lands with Brooklyn with the 22nd selection in this mock draft from ESPN. James Nagy out of Barcelona, the center. He's been getting some buzz as well. He lands with the Portland Trailblazers, 23 overall. Obviously, Portland a team to watch. They trade 3 to get a player around Damian Lillard. What do they do with this pick? Something to monitor. Chris Murray, the forward out of Iowa, the younger brother of Keegan Murray. He also lands at the Sacramento Kings. That'd be a fun story if he reunited with his brother. 25th pick here, Bryce Sensabaugh, the forward out of, is this Oklahoma State or Ohio State? Here with the 25th overall selection. He goes to the Memphis Grizzlies. 5 more pick here. Derek Whitehead out of Duke. A couple of Dukies should go in the first round this year. He goes to Indiana. 27th pick here for the Charlotte Hornets. Brandon Podziemski, the guard out of Santa Clara. That program's been pretty good the last couple of years. Podziemski could get them a first-round pick. First one in a while. Maybe first one since Nashi. No, did they have one? That's right, Jalen Williams-Lasher. See, they've been plugging them out year in and year out. Utah Jazz, 28th pick, Olivier Maxence-Prosper, the forward out of Marquette. Really good defender, freaky athlete too, like really long wingspan, so keep an eye on him. He could sneak up some boards. Colby Jones, the forward out of Xavier, sneaks in round 1 to the Indiana Pacers, and then wrapping things up, Maxwell Lewis, the forward out of Pepperdine, goes to the Los Angeles Clippers with the 30th pick. So there you go. Grade ESPN's latest NBA mock draft, A, B, C, D, or F. Let us know how you felt Givony did.